You begin as a doctor on the front lines of healthcare, where every day you see what's right with the system and what's wrong with it. So you go into politics and you do something about it. And you do something about education and the environment and the economy too, leading the state during one of the greatest economic booms in its history, challenging the way we do things and standing up for what's right. And if you're not always successful, you're always in there trying. And then you stand up and you go to work again.
This isn't about being a Democrat or being a Republican or being an independent. It's about being an Oregonian. I have a great love for the state. I was raised here, amazing opportunities. And I'm worried about the future of the state, about whether their children are going to have the same kind of opportunities that I had. There have to be things you're willing to fight for, and there have to be things you're willing to lose for. Here we've got a state with incredible natural resources, with wonderful, innovative people, and we have a 10% unemployment rate. And it doesn't have to be that way. But we can't move beyond that by continuing to cling to the past. We've got to start reaching for the future. My main job as governor is to create jobs for you. We need to let the world know that Oregon is open for business. If we can't put Oregon back to work, we can't make investments in our kids for the future. This campaign is different. I'm not just asking for your vote. I'm asking for your help.
This campaign is about jobs. It's about jobs for Oregonians, and it's particularly about jobs for the hard-hit middle-class families who've been suffering during this recession. So the real decision that Oregonians have in this election cycle is which candidate can actually deliver jobs to Oregon. And you can count on me to stand with you to protect the rights of working people, to protect and expand the middle class, and to help create good family-wage jobs for people throughout the state of Oregon. Thank you very much.
Being from Oregon is really about a sense of place. I mean, I think the landscape of Oregon is what defines us. It's a state of very independent thinkers. It's a state of very unpredictable people in terms of their approach to each other and solving problems. But it's a state that has a big heart, a big sense of community, and unlimited possibilities when we recognize that and act on it.
Well, I think there's a difference between a new face and new ideas. Chris is certainly a new face and certainly a younger face than mine, but these are old ideas. They come right out of George W. Bush. It's not enough just to have a new face. You have to have actually ideas that are pegged to the 21st century.
I support John Kitzhaber because of his broad experience, particularly in the area of healthcare and healthcare reform.
What we need in this state is leadership who's not afraid to stand up and say, this is what I believe in. This is the direction this state needs to go. I believe he has a clear understanding of what it takes to get this economy going again.
As a mother and a grandmother, I well remember a time when women didn't have the right to choose. And I know that John Kitzhaber will protect that right.
I've lived in and loved Oregon for most of my life. As a doctor from Douglas County, as a public servant, I've spent my life working in Oregon for Oregonians and standing up for our values. For middle-class families, for a woman's right to choose, standing up for our environment. Those are values that are worth fighting for, and those are differences in this race. But there are more. Oregon needs jobs, and I've actually created some, over 100,000 to be exact. But more importantly, I have a plan to create thousands of new jobs now. Look, we've got a great state, and we've got a bright promise for the future. But it's going to take a governor who can start on day one creating jobs for the unemployed, protecting important social services, and protecting our schools. Those are the things I've stood for all my life. Those are the values that I believe in and that I'll continue to fight for every day. You can count on that. And here's something else you can count on. Oregon's best days are still ahead. I'm John Kitzhaber. I'm asking for your vote on November 2nd. Thank you very much.